Good day, everyone. My name is Navneet Anand from Voice AajKal, local and global. Today on Voice of Cricket with me and Saurabh, we got a very, very special guest with us, Jason Gillespie. Jason, welcome to the show.
Oh, thanks for having me, Navneet.
You know, Saurabh and me have been having fun talking about discussing India-England series, the five test match series, and the four is already over. We are waiting for the fifth one. So what has been your experience with the Indian test?
I've been very excited watching the Test cricket. I think what it's shown is Test cricket is alive and strong in the world game. Watching two very good sides in India and England go head to head. I think there's been lots of ups and downs. But I suppose in the last Test match, I think all the talk has been just what a wonderful bowling performance in India put into knock England over on a pretty placid pitch there at the Oval. And I think that the spell that Bumrah bowled where he knocked over Pope and then Bairstow, and I think it was just a fantastic Test match. And just really looking forward to watching the next one.
Saurabh, if I have to ask you, what was the moment of the match in the fourth Test for you?
Thank you, Navneet, for having me again, and good to see Jason in our platform. Jason, very fortunate to have you in our program. And like Jason said, I agree with him. I think the spell which Bumrah bowled for 6 overs, 6 runs, and 2 wickets, I think that changed the situation of the game, where India ended up winning on that placid pitch with no movement, no grass, sun was out. Commendable performance by Indian bowlers. Hats off to them.
At one stage, everyone was missing Ashwin, that he should have been there in the game. But cricket, especially the Test cricket, I think it is the test of patience, the players, the strength, and you never know what can happen. Is that right, Jason?
Yeah, that's why it's exactly that. It's called Test cricket because it tests you physically, it tests you mentally. And it just every fibre in your body, it tests you as a team, how you go about things. So I think the way the Indian team just hung in there and showed the discipline and patience to get the job done with the ball, I think it was fantastic. I think what it also highlighted that airspeed, fast bowlers, can make a difference. We saw the England bowling attack all operating in the low 130 kilometres an hour. Yes, they might have got a little bit of swing, bit of seam movement, but we saw on a very placid pitch, Bumrah, quite a tall man who can bowl from quite a height with a slightly different action to most bowlers, but extracts a lot of bounce. But he can bowl a bit quicker than anyone else in that game, and that for me was the telling time in that game. And we see on surfaces that favour favour batting, bowlers who can bowl with a little bit more pace through the air can create opportunities for wickets.
Saurabh, the Indian team is already winning the series with 2-1 so far. And the last game, the fifth one, is still pending. We don't know what the result is going to be. May the best team win. If I have to ask you about the pitch at the ground the fifth Test match is going to be.
So far, Old Trafford is one of the quickest pitch in England, but we are in month of September, which is like in the peak of summer, and we are going into autumn in England. I think the pitch will favor both seamers as well as spinners. That doesn't mean both teams might still go with 4 fast bowler and 1 spinner, but it is going towards, I think from day 2, day 3, it will start favoring spin because it's already a long summer and we are almost at the end of it. So for me, pitch for first couple of days might assist seamers as it has always been in England, but from day 3 onwards, it should assist spinners.
So Jason, have you got any memory of the Old Trafford ground?
Yeah, look, plenty of memories from playing there as a player myself, but also as a coach in county cricket. Played a lot of cricket there. When I was coaching Yorkshire against Lancashire, we played a number of games there, and I echo Saurabh's comments there. I think he hit the nail on the head. I think it will bounce and carry through early. That's a typical Old Trafford surface, but I mean, history has shown that it does deteriorate as it will be in September, late in the season. I think the sun's out in the north of England a bit before autumn really sets in, and I think we'll see a deteriorating pitch. We see that in county cricket, where Lancashire employs sometimes double spin, two spinners to ply their trade on that wearing surface. So it wouldn't surprise me if we see a bit of an up and down pitch, which will not only favour the spinners, getting some turn out of the foot marks and a bit of inconsistent bounce, but I think we'll see the inconsistent bounce from the seamers and some reverse swing on the square. So with the ball roughing up on the square. So I think the team that bats first innings runs are going to be crucial, because I don't think whoever is chasing at the end of the game is going to be able to chase any more than 200. I think 180 to 200 is probably going to be anything more than that is probably going to be a bridge too far chasing on the fourth innings.
Saurabh, coming over to you, what do you think? Would there be any changes happening in either of the team at all?
See, again, like we discussed last time, we would love to see Ashwin getting in game, but the way India is performing with this team formation, we might not see him again. And the only change I am thinking from India is Shami replacing Siraj. And from England, Josh Butler is definitely coming back and taking over gloves from Johnny Bairstow, who might lose his place to Ollie Pope, who played pretty good in the first innings. And other thing, Mark Wood might come back for England in place of either Overton or Robinson. They might give another chance to Anderson because that's his home ground. So I would love to see Ashwin, but I'm thinking India might keep the same formation and just replace Siraj with Shami.
Looking at the overall scenario that we all are going through at the moment, me and Saurabh here in Sydney in lockdown, either at the studio or at homes, and looking at Jason boasting of sitting at one of the beach around on what a lovely sunny day. Jason, we will have that opening coming into Sydney as well very, very soon.
Oh, I'm sure you will.
Okay, before I wrap up, if I have to pick one of the favorite players from both the teams that you think would be performing the best in the fifth test, Jason?
Yeah, look, a good question again. I think Jasprit Bumrah is in sensational form with the ball. I think he'll perform strongly. I firmly, I can see Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli probably performing really strongly with the bat for India. And then from England's perspective, I certainly think Captain Joe Root will have a lot to say in this game. I think he's a fine player in fine form. And don't be surprised if Jack Leach from Somerset, the left-arm spinner, finds his way into the 11, possibly at the expense of Moeen Ali. But if they go two spinners, they might leave a seamer out, either, as Saurabh said, Ollie Robinson or Craig Overton. Possibly Mark Wood coming in. They probably think they need a little bit more airspeed, but I think they'll consider that for sure. But they'll also consider Jack Leach coming into the 11.
Absolutely.
Right. Saurabh, can you give me your final concluding comments, please?
Again, so looking at the series, the way it has gone so far, it's like it is at par with India-Australia series earlier this year. Although there is one match extra here, it's a 5-match series. Looks like India are favorite again. And I would love to see, like I'm saying from day one, a century from Virat Kohli to end the test series on a high. And some runs for Rahane. If he's playing, he needs to score, just not for the team, for his own confidence also. So overall, I agree with Jason again. They might bring Jack Leach in. He is one of their main spinner. Looking for a good contest. Again, would love to see Anderson versus Kohli for one more time, because we don't know when India goes to England again. Anderson might not be playing. So this is the final test of the series, much anticipated one again, and we'd love to see India taking 3-1.
May the best team win, which is normally what I say. And of course, my choice would be India winning the series with 3-1. Jason, me and Saurabh are looking forward for a trip to India together for one of the big series there in India, especially if it is India and Australia, would be absolutely fun between three of us. Thank you so much for taking time out and being at Voice of Cricket. जी हाँ, आज सौरभ एंड जेसन गिलिस्पी से की बातचीत और मैं आपका नवनीत. Jason, thank you so much once again.
Pleasure. Thanks for having me, guys. Great to chat.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Jason.
Thank you. Thanks, Saurabh. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
One-stop answer to your Australian education and visa matters. Gemco Sydney. Dream big, achieve big.
Fiji Times. Be with the times.
For all your finance needs, contact Unique Mortgage Services. Log on to uniquemortgages.com.au.